What's wrong with my? I don't even know what's wrong with my. It's missing a piece. I didn't even know that came out. My little tripod. All right, well, hopefully it don't drop my phone. I'm gonna be going to bed. All right, what it is, you guys? It is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the drama like prison wife. Legally blind artist that is rapping and painting. Try not to zoom in too much. For justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Oops, I didn't do it right. Hoping, because you gotta hold your breath for justice. To see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Hopefully, this is not coming through pixelated. We never know, girl, until we watch the playback. We are on session 2 of drawing Miss KayKay from Set Apart to Serve, Project Reach the World. And this is part 3 of my story time of the challenges that I've had to go through with in the workplace, right? Because you know I work to live and live to work. Hustle hard until it hurts. Work my fingers down to the bone. Now, once I pay my bills, ain't got nothing to come home with. Hey, once I pay my bills, ain't got nothing to come home with. Once I pay my bill, ain't got nothing to come home with. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. So I'm gonna play. I already recorded this part, but girl, it came out so pixelated. And I was in my spot, girl. I was in the spot that got the good Wi-Fi's. But it still came out pixelated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play that part that I had recorded. I'm gonna play that, and I'm going to finish the drawing while that plays. The simple one. All right, so here we go. Because again, my car. Do I like that? Or do I like that? Yesterday it had something else on there. Okay, well, it is, you guys. It is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm gonna draw my life prison like blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Open! You gotta hold your breath for justice. To see justice before all fades to black. Yes, his your girl Cadillac. Anyways, coming through today, August the 30th, 2024. Yes, almost about to get that. I'm about to be interrupted, y'all. Oh, jeez. Anyways, I'm coming through a couple of hours. Actually, I got a couple of hours, so I'm gonna work on my strengths. Okay. And then I'm gonna go home. I'll be back. Hopefully work on this drawing. It is raining like really bad here in Florida. You already know our weather is crazy. It'd be hot and it'd be raining. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me over the raindrops, hopefully. I don't know, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But if you can't, I guess I'll try to re-record it, whatever. All right, so we are going right back to where we left off with where I was talking about my current location, and I kind of gave you the rundown of how I ended up in that location. I gave you, this is going to be part 3 because I gave you part 1. I did my journey through working at Wally World and my slip and fall that led to injuries and compounded all the disabilities that made it difficult to work. And then after they swept me up off that floor, then I found me another job, supposed to be a temporary job. How I ended up having trouble because of those disabilities following me over to that location. Okay, so now we are at my current location. So I have been
Okay, that's the
in
picture I'm doing.
the carts, the concession carts. I transferred to a cartoon themed restaurant. I transferred to the laundry room, and then this is my fourth location in a regular restaurant. It is basically like a throwback restaurant, supposed to be in the era of like the 60s or so. Yeah, 60s. Yeah, I don't think it's the 70s, it's the 60s. So it's supposed to be the throwback vibe or whatever. Okay, so where I work at, I was transferred there because I was told it'd be a lot less repetitive motion. Because of course, it's gonna be less than all that repetitive of folding. Although, think about it, our theme park had water parks. We were doing tiles like baskets of bathing towels. We had all kinds of like events. You would have like the tablecloths, you would have hundreds of those. It would be hundreds of napkins that they put the silverware in. You would
My
have to
tab
fold
is
those.
dying
So you
too.
folded a bunch of laundry plus the actual workers' laundry because people don't take their work from home. Not everybody takes their work from home. We would have to wash and fold all of those. These were some huge, humongous washers. Um, and when you're unloading that, it takes strength to pull all that stuff about that washer like that. That was really the hardest part. And then the dryer, getting the stuff out, folding it or hanging it, I was saying it was repetitive motion and that. So it was a bunch of repetitive motion. Okay, so to move to a restaurant, of course, that's going to be way less repetitive motion. Hold on, I'm going to stop the video for 1 second. I'll be back. Hopefully, it comes back with sound. I don't know how it's gonna I don't know if that's going off in the middle. Hopefully, I got sound. Okay, if I don't, then I don't know. We'll just re-record. But anyways, like so, what I was saying was I was transferred to this place because I was told it'll be a lot less repetitive motion. So before it was the ultimatum that either I can go back to the laundry room or I can wait for them to find me a place. But if they cannot find me anything within a certain length, I would be, dearly parted from the company, right? So I took that leap of faith. They found me a location, said this should be much better for you. Now, let me tell you, it would have been much better for me and can be much better for me, except there are people obstructing that. So let me tell you first how I came in. When I came in, oh my gosh, I was greeted by the most loveliest, gentlest, kindest. I love her, love her, love her, love her to life. Trainer. This girl, oh my gosh. She is one of the people, you meet some people in your life that you will never forget. I will never forget her. The kindness that she showed to me, my family. She actually, when she found out the story, which I don't tell everybody my story like that, but when she did find out the story, because I don't even talk to folks like that, so it was like weird that I actually talked to her. But I don't know, she just had that genuine personality, and I could tell she was actually like real. So, when she did find out the story of Marcello and him being wrongfully incarcerated, it was like she was taken aback, and she was like, "We gotta do something. Like he can't just sit there in prison if he didn't do anything." And I'm like, usually my story falls on deaf ears. People don't listen to my story like, yeah, he wrongfully convicted. Oh yeah, right. How 12 jurors found him wrongfully convicted. How this and how that. And like they do not listen to the story. It's a long story. That's why I got a whole channel about this story, girl. It's so long, I had to cut it down into little itty bitty pieces where I can give you little piece by little piece, right? Because nobody will listen to the whole story. It was times I would get to tell this story. So tell me, how is your daughter's father wrongfully convicted?
Okay, well, let's go back to 2002. Okay, so what happened? And I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And you'll be like,
Okay.
so they
I'm
didn't have
about
no
to
evidence.
smooth it in, smooth the
Like, literally, I was
shading.
trying people fall asleep right in front of me. So I hated to tell that long drawn out story, but I need help, so I gotta tell the story. You can't get like a closed mouth do not get fed, so you gotta tell your story, right? That's what I did though. Like, girl, that's what I survived. Like, grace of God, I survived it. So I mean, I had to tell it. I ain't, I didn't go through that for nothing, right? Being the what is it, 22-year prison wife, the OG prison wife now. But I told her the story, and she actually was like, "We got to do something." Like, she went home. I found out she went home and told her mother, and they were literally at that moment trying to brainstorm and find who they could reach out to, because it was like they know somebody can help in this case. It was just so beautiful. You don't find those type of people too often in life. So I ran across her. And most times those people don't stay in your life. They come, they touch your life, and then they move forward. But I would never forget her, right? So she was my trainer, right? The best trainer ever, right? Besides myself. So she was training me, and when I come in, like, they got the documentation in the office, the managers, whoever needs to know that I got these disabilities, this is why I'm here. But like I said, I'm a graphic designer, and I did this campaign one time. I was so happy when I did. It was something about Florida, um, Florida and disabilities, people with disabilities in Florida. I forgot what the company name was. But other people that got that company to design for it were upset. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to do this. Like, can we switch?" But I was so excited because I got to finally design, like, for something that affects me. And I made the slogan that disability does not equate no ability. People think because you're disabled, like, because I'm blind, you think you gotta talk like, huh? Did you hear what? I'm blind. I'm legally blind. I'm not. Yeah, like, they think if you got one disability, you got them all. Like, people, honestly, it's a lot more education that needs to be done on people with disabilities and stuff. It was even one, I'm so sorry, I'm about to, Cat is about to get off track, well, I'm about to detour, but you know, my channel is for justice, like justice, right? And I seen this one where I don't even know what it was, but they
I
were
wish
advocating for putting
battery would stop. It's so
on your
loud.
license, your driver's license. Say you're pulled over by officers and
But
stuff.
it does.
That lets them know that you have certain disabilities, because disabilities are not really always visibly seen. Sometimes you have unseen disabilities, and so that they would know that just because they wouldn't take everything as not
Yeah,
compliant.
okay, I'm
Maybe
coming.
you
Just give me
cannot
2
do
more
certain
seconds.
things.
Y'all
Like,
had
there was
one
one
time
guy that
and
was
y'all
pushed over
changed
in a
it.
wheelchair, and they told him to get out the vehicle, and he was telling them, "I literally cannot. Like, I would love to get out this vehicle, but I can't." And they proceeded to do him very, 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 very unjustly. If I could find a story, it is.
Yeah, I
it's
gotta
hard to watch
leave
this
soon.
type of
They-
stuff.
I schedule my life down to the T.
Oh, it's hard to watch that type of stuff, but I'll find, if I can
Just
find
came
that
for
video, I'll make
visitation.
it with a story or something.
And we were supposed to go
But yeah,
somewhere
to
this
let them
evening.
know that, hey, this person has
So I'm
certain
like, wow, I
issues.
got 1
I may
hour.
not be able
I
to
got
see,
home
but
for
when you
visitation
interact with them,
earlier.
just know.
I got 1
It's
hour
either
to,
people that,
spare so I
it
can
was a
work on
case
this
here in
drawing.
Florida where,
And now they
person
changed,
with
they upped the
epilepsy,
time that we were
epileptic,
supposed to leave. And there go that sound.
like, literally.
I ain't even gonna get into all of
So,
this.
people
I'm
don't
gonna
always
finish this drawing
want
tonight.
wrong with you, but
Don't finish
if
it
we
now.
actually treated
When we get
people,
home, I'm gonna
honestly,
finish
treat
it.
people the way we would want to be treated, we could avoid a lot of these different, injustices.
Smooth this, yeah.
Because you wouldn't want nobody treating you like that. You would not
They
treat your
upped the
child like
time
that.
on
You
me.
would not treat your loved ones like that. So why are we treating other people, mistreating other
Sometimes
people like that?
aggravating.
When you really don't even know
It's hard
what
to
they're
do
going
everything.
through, right? they don't know what you're going through, but you don't know what they're going through either, right? So, I don't know, but we don't like to come to the table like that.
Okay.
So, the
The face is about done.
issues that I was dealing with, but they're not just all
Okay.
like attached to me.
So let me stop the-
I'm sorry, I cut the
Next time we come back,
I would admit,
I am going to have the tablet charged up for one. Like, girl, why is my tablet dead? So that it don't keep cutting in and cutting out, giving y'all that little nasty sound every time and then the charger, you know, you get a short in your charger and it don't fit properly, so that every time you move it, it does that. But here we go, tonight when we come back together, we're gonna finish listening to the story. We're gonna finish the locks, the hat, and then we will be done. Project Reach the World, set apart to serve. All right, guys. It's your girl Cadillac.